A friend of mine asked me the other day, Gerry, what if my case is worth $5 million? How is it possible that I can only get $1 million in that particular case? Let me share with you the answer that I told my friend. Come join me. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. There are instances where you will suffer a significant injury, and your case may in fact be worth $5 million, $6, $7, $10 million, maybe more. But in some instances, there may only be a certain amount of insurance coverage available that's going to prevent you from getting the full value of your case. Now let me give you an idea. Let's say you were involved in a tragedy involving a car accident, a truck accident, and now you suffered horrible tragic injuries where maybe you suffered paralysis, your spine was broken, and now you're in rehab, and now you're going to need multiple surgeries to fix your problem. It turns out that the trucking company had only $1 million in insurance coverage. And although your injuries are worth significantly more, the key problem is, how do we recover the full value of your injuries? The reality is, we may never be able to. So what we do is we look to see what is the available insurance for the car or the truck that was involved in causing or contributing to your accident. In that instance, once we determine how much is fully available, we then try and proceed to go after that full amount. But what if all of those amounts of insurance that are available is simply insufficient to get you the amount, the value, the true value of what your injury is really worth? Let's assume that the full value of the insurance is only $1 million. Let's also assume that the injuries are worth approximately $5 million. How then can you get the remaining amount? Well, one of the key ways is that if you are unable to get the full amount, you can always opt not to take the available insurance, go to trial, get a decision by a jury as to how much the value of your case is worth, and then try and enforce that judgment on the person or company who caused your injuries and your accident. But if you're going after a person who has no assets, then you're squeezing, money out of a stone, and it'll be impossible. If you're going after a company that has sizable assets, it may be possible after a long and protracted process to try and get additional money that's going to come directly from the company. So that's a key distinction and something to keep in the back of your mind. And you'll never really truly understand whether or not that's possible until you start to make the effort to do that. Now, when I say that your injury is worth $5 million, that's after a thorough investigation, that's after understanding the true extent of your injuries and what your prognosis is for your future, as well as your future life expectancy. So, why do I even share this information with you? I share it with you because it's a question that comes up from time to time where somebody will come into the office and say, Mr. Oginski, I think my injuries are really significant, but I just don't think that there's enough available insurance. What do I do to try and make up the difference, or is there anything available to do? Chances are you're watching this video, you have questions and concerns about your own particular accident. And if your matter happened here in the state of New York, what I want you to do is pick up the phone and call me. This is what I do every single day. I answer legal questions just like yours. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I'm Gerry Oginski here in New York. Thanks for watching.